What's up, my friend Zach Sang from Sweet Radio, Goom Radio.
Awesome.
Chilling with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is cool. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm excited.
Awesome. You should be. It's gonna be a good day.
I know.
Got lots to do. Lots of stuff, fun stuff.
Now tell me about the concert.
Our concert, we've been on tour now for a couple of months, so now we've kind of just like, you know, all the kinks are worked out and everything is now just like flowing really smoothly and we're having fun. You don't really have to think about anything. You just go out and you like have a good time on the stage.
Now tell me about life on the road though. Because, you know, for anyone, it must be hard. But are you used to it now?
Yeah, I'm pretty used to it because I grew up like that. But I was telling you, there's you know, now we're in New York for like a couple of weeks, and so it's nice to have like a base, you know, to be able to like, okay, you'll go to a show that's like 2 hour away, and then you'll drive back, you know, 2 more hours and go get in a hotel room and be able to, you know, sleep in like a normal bed, and you know, that's nice. It's nice for like a change to be able to stay in one place.
But have you become adjusted to it though? Like life on the road though, especially with your brother.
I grew up on the road, like with my dad. You know, I've always been with him. So like that's kind of what I know best is waking up in a place that like never been before or isn't home. And I think you do get adjusted to it. The hardest thing is living out of a suitcase. It's like very unorganized and you don't know what is what, and sometimes that really drives me a little crazy.
Now performing for the Queen, I was doing my research. That's great stuff.
I'm really excited. It'll be really cool. I've been to London a few times, but never met the Queen or never got to see the palace or any of that kind of thing. So that'll be really cool.
Now, are you gonna teach her the Party in the USA dance?
I was thinking either that or Ho Down, Throw Down. One or the other.
Now, what exactly is the Party in the USA dance? Like do you think? How are you gonna break it down for the Queen?
It's like there's not like a full dance. I would have to have my dancers do it because I choose not to dance that much on stage because like I get out of breath, you know, or my mic is moving around. But I could teach her how to do the moving my hips, like which is pretty simple. So I want to see the Queen break it down for sure.
Yeah. Now I gotta ask you about Twitter. You know, it's a big thing. I know when you left your Twitter, it was like I lost a part of myself.
Did you?
I cried a little bit inside.
Did you?
It's like I lost my goldfish or something like that.
You know, I think people were like. People got upset, you know, because I'm one of the only people on Twitter that didn't use it as marketing. I wasn't like, buy my album or this is out. I wasn't like that on Twitter. I actually said things that like meant something. I think it was nice for kids to have that every once in a while. Like look at a site that's actually positive for once. And what I said was positive. But you know, like I couldn't let it like take over my life. I think that people are just on the internet way too much.
Now, I mean, the whole thing. Have you actually seen all the people going crazy because you lost your Twitter? I mean, there's one site like. Save Fuzzy.
Yeah, the kid's gonna like eat her cat or something.
I saw it. I was a little scared.
If she does that, you gotta like go do something. Yeah. Because like honestly, that honestly is crazy. But not my cat. I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do. I'm not going back to Twitter though, so I don't know. Poor Fuzzy. But seriously.
She has like cat recipes.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
like
side.
really scary.
Right?
So I saw it. Well, my friend actually told me about it. I don't really get on the internet that much, but my friend was reading it off, and I was just like. That's like twisted, but she says it's normal in her country, so I'm not gonna like stop her.
It's normally cats in
her
country.
That's what she says.
That's a good excuse, though.
Exactly. Maybe. Yeah, so I don't get in trouble.
All right, hold on. I have a fancy little sheet here. I want to do some random questions.
Okay.
Because I like random questions, okay? I want to know what your favorite cereal is.
Favorite cereal? Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp?
Or Lucky Charms.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I like them both. Lucky Charms, actually, maybe.
Now, I want to know, if you were in high school, right? You were in high school, what clique do you think you'd fit most in with?
When I was in school, I was really weird. Like, I was kind of the person that wasn't really in any. I was friends with like a lot of people. I was friends with the most popular people, and then I was friends with like the ones in the book club that like I liked, you know, to hang out with because like I felt like we could have like good conversations, stuff like that. So I'd probably be like in between, or I'd be like in the band or something. I know. I don't think I would be like
in the band.
I don't think I'd be uber popular. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Now I want to know your ideal guy. Like your ideal celebrity. You see him, you're like. I want a piece of that man.
Penn Badgley or whatever his name is from Gossip Girl. I just saw him in Stepfather, and I'm pretty obsessed with him, to be honest. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't know who the heck he was, and I was actually gonna go see the movie as a joke. So like, this is gonna be so stupid. It's gonna be one of those stupid scary movies, and it's actually really scary, and you should see it. Not just because the guy's hot. There's a cute girl in there too, but there's like he has a hot girlfriend, and it's just like a really good movie. It's really scary.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really creepy though, for real.
Now, what is your favorite movie though? Another random question.
Notting Hill.
Notting Hill.
Julia Roberts.
Oh, I saw that movie.
It's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now I want to know your favorite song right now on your iPod. Like you put on your iPod, you see you gotta dance.
by Bob Iver. You gotta listen to it. It's like really indie and weird. Yeah, it's like not many people like my style of music, but it's really good. It kind of sounds like Coldplay-ish mixed with John Foreman, who was the lead singer of Switchfoot, which is really cool.
That's different though.
Yeah,
like
no one likes my style of music. My style of music is really weird. I don't listen to pop music, and I listen to basically like sleepy music all the time.
I see. Now we got a few questions sent to me via Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and one fan wants to know, what's your favorite rumor about yourself?
My favorite rumor? There's a lot. There's always ones that like I don't speak to my parents, or what else is there? There's all kinds of stuff. Always. There's been a couple favorites that really cracked me up, and I think they're like all like so stupid. But whoever it is, like whoever makes up the rumors, need to get like their own show or something, because some of these things are like so like conjured up in their head and take so much creativity that I'm really kind of mad, but then again I'm kind of impressed.
Oh, yeah, impressive though.
Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by them and like what the people can conjure up in their mind.
Now this was a good question sent by a girl named Carly. She wants to know, do you find it harder to get inspiration now that you don't live a normal life than when you did?
No, I think I get maybe more, because you have more like, I get more frustration, I meet more people, I get to do more things. If I was living back home, I'd probably be like a hermit and just stay in my house all the time, because I don't know, I'm not real social, I'm not really good at being social, and so I think I'm kind of forced to meet new people, and I'm like just around new people and around new things.
I see. Now, I want to know here, I see new projects. You have a new movie coming out. You did Sex and the City.
Yeah.
Give me the lowdown.
Sex and the City was awesome. It was one of my, it's one of my favorite shows, so I was excited to do that, and then the last song comes out in April, which I'm really, really stoked about, and I think everyone's going to really love that, and I talk about it in my show, too, in my concert. I say that, like, I really feel like I'm showing everyone, like, a piece of my summer, and you know, I just did, like, I had a lot of growing up to do for sure, and a lot of changes to make in my life, and a lot of people that I needed out of my life, and just, I needed to get away, and I think I really needed out of LA for a little while, and so it was such a blessing to be able to go to Georgia and not end up just shooting on some soundstage, but actually getting out and going somewhere and I really had to be by myself for a second, and I've never liked that. Usually I have people around me that, you know, when I want to go out or something, I get a hold of my sister's hand and take her with me, or, you know, my manager or whatever, and I couldn't do that. I had to go out and do things on my own and make my own friends, and it was good for me to have to do that for once.
Tell me about the movie. I mean, the movie is getting big buzz.
I hope that everyone's super excited, because I'm really, really excited about it, and, you know, I shot it with Now, who's my best friend, and we had such a good time, and like, I think the good thing is people expect me to just do another Hannah Montana movie, and it's definitely not, and I tell people, you know, it's not for kids, it is, like, for people that are, like, 13 and over, because it's mature, but it's not anything that's, like, bad or negative. That's the good thing is, but it is about, like, her losing her dad, and, you know, what people go through, and, like, divorce, and it's, like, it deals with real, you know, like, subjects and things that, you know, really do happen to, like, teenagers, and it's really important to, you know, talk about those things, which I don't think people do enough.
Do you think it's going to be hard to kind of leave, you know, moving on from Hannah Montana, moving up in the demographic?
I'm, like, a little worried, you know, just, like, I'm not worried about me. I am worried about, you know, like, that show is such a big part of my life, and it's something that I get to go back to, and it's like home for me. You know, it's for me that's not working. That's my break, is when I'm on that show, and so that'll be hard not to have that to fall back on. But besides that, I feel like the climb and partying in the USA kind of put me in a new place where I do still have my fans from Hannah Montana, but I have an older audience as well. But I will miss going back to the show.
Because I was looking at it today, and you see all the girls dressed as you. I mean, it's a different tour than the first one.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely different, and it is a lot more mature, and, you know, and people will even say, you know, do you think it's too mature for her audience? But what my audience is different than it was 2 years ago. You know, it's not just doing a show, but I do have, like, people that have followed Hannah Montana and gotten older. Sure, they started watching the show when they were 10, but they're 15, 16 now, you know, and it's important for, you know, I think for people to realize that, like, I've grown up, the kids have grown up, and it is, like, I stay true to who I am, which I try to do both. You know, I do more of a mature show for, you know, for the older audience, but also I have, you know, songs from Hannah Montana that are for my younger crowd.
Miley Cyrus, thank you so much for
Thank
chilling
you
with
so
me.
much. No problem.